Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Welcome to another watch along. This one tonight is Arsenal Liverpool, big game, top of the table clash, because you could have Liverpool if they get their win tonight, they get the points that they need, and for Arsenal, it's massively important to keep that march going forward for top four. I don't know if you've seen the teams. I don't know if you have or you haven't, but spoiler alert: no change from the last couple of games. He's kind of sticking with the same team. You've got Lacazette up front, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Xhaka, and Partey in midfield, and you've got the straightforward defence and Ramsdale. I don't think there's any change needed, to be honest. Teams are coming out, and Klopp's in his massive coat, and I think we're ready for what should be a good game. Listen, guys, this is road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, from looking at the analytics, 90% of people that watch the videos are not. So if that's you, please hit the subscribe button and a thumbs up. And feel free to put any comments in that you want to add in there. What do I think the score will be? Well, hi, Jack. I think it's a good shout. I would like to see a win for Arsenal, but I genuinely think that Liverpool are in such good form at the moment. It's going to be tricky, but with a little bit of luck, we'll get the win. But being realistic, I don't think we will. Hopefully, I honestly think it will be probably 2-1 Liverpool, if I'm completely honest. But fingers crossed, you know what I mean? We get a result, and let's see how we do. But yeah, Jack, how are you, my friend? I hope you're keeping well and well refreshed. I've got a juice actually to start with, but I'm going to be going on to the perfect draft shortly. I'm going to be drinking I've still got that keg of Lisa in there. So, and I'm going to be drinking it out of the Flavorly glass. I've got a little review coming up on a box of that I got delivered. So I'll be putting that up shortly. They're just announcing the teams and stuff now. So, who's going to be playing and everybody else, of course. And I don't think there's really too much there to shock everyone, to be honest. I just think that Liverpool are that side that are just so good. I just think that it's just such a difficult team to play against. They're in such good form. Hey Kevin, how you doing? I hope Liverpool don't win. Me too. Me too. Yeah, very good. I'm hoping the same, to be honest. But at the same time, though, when you kind of flip it, you know, I don't want Man City to win the league. And I think to myself, if Liverpool don't win it, it's going to be Man City. So it's kind of, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't want Liverpool to win tonight either, if I'm honest. But yeah, yes, Liverpool. Yeah. Here we go. What we got? Good, mate. How are you? I'm very good, mate. I'm sat in my bar. I've managed to sort out the internet. I'm going to do a video on that as well, because I think there's a few people that will have garden bars that will probably try to work out how to get internet into them. But also, it might be handy for people that are setting up TVs in the summer and you want to sit in your garden, have a couple of beers. There's a good way how you can get, internet to your iPads, to your digital, whatever it is, however you're going to watch it. There's ways you can get it in your garden. I'm going to show you. It's got all coming up. I'm doing a mini series of 6 videos, but we've got all that coming up. Yeah, Liverpool, so good. I don't really like them. Yeah, same, mate. Yeah, I think, it's kind of, I don't think there's many teams out there at the moment that are going to turn them over, is the truth. But do you know what? I've got a feeling that tonight Arsenal on some great form, and I think there's every chance that you might actually see, Arsenal go out there tonight and do a good job on them. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Klopp don't look happy. He never does he? Pressure's on, Klopp. Pressure's on. He could do all 4, or he could completely and utterly mess it up. Do you know what I mean? I'll eat Jack. Yeah, come on, lads. Come on, lads. Taking the knee and all that other malarkey, which is good. Good for the sport, isn't it, really? Mo Salah not starting, which I think is a good thing. Can only be good for Arsenal, to be honest. So fingers crossed for 15 own goals by Liverpool. We'll see. We will see. It's whether Thomas Partey can be that beast in midfield or not. They're so fast, aren't they? Getting players forward, Liverpool. So fast. I had a crazy stat the other day that apparently Mane is only on 100 grand a week, and of course his teammate wants 500. And you can understand why Mane is not happy at all, because apparently there's no consideration for a new contract for him. So totally understandable. Jesus Christ, Ramsdale's literally taken out. I don't know who that was. Good goalkeeper. I think a shout for Ramsdale to be England #1. And I think on the form that he's on and where Everton are, I don't think you can disagree, to be honest. There we go. What's your favourite player? Odegaard at the moment, I think. I think he's in such good form. Actually, and Ramsdale, because when he was joining Arsenal, I was one of the first people to turn around and say, why are we buying a goalkeeper from a relegated team and spending 30 odd million on him? You know, and look how he's turned out. Arsenal best away end I've been to. Oh, okay, it's interesting. Oh. Best away end. I the best team the best team I've ever seen play was Celtic, Arsenal Celtic, and they literally outsung us. Literally outsung us, even after the game as well. And we beat them, and I think it was a couple of years ago now, and it was in good save. Good save. It was in the what would have been the Emirates Cup, the cup we created to hopefully win every summer. Yeah, that one. And but good save there by Ramsdale. Very good save by Ramsdale. And this is just one of the reasons why he's in such good form. That's why I think he should really be ahead of Pickford. Don't know what everyone else thinks. Next time we keep this banner at 0-0. It's all been Liverpool, isn't it? First couple of minutes. But an interesting fact for you, though. I don't think Arsenal have conceded a goal all season from a corner since we brought in that corner dead ball specialist guy. Pretty interesting stat. The phone's going. The banter's already coming in. The bant's already coming in. Oh, who needs friends? There he is. He's just on the camera there. Deadpool specialist. He's happy. We haven't conceded yet. Yeah. Oh, Kevin, leather seats in the way end. Oh, posh. Are you sure? Leather seats in the away end. Oh, I don't think I've been the away end of Emirates, but yeah, it's all when they first built the stadium. Everyone, even I don't know if you remember or not, even Arsene Wenger and those all were sat on the same seats as the try and cut back on the costs. He's just won that back so well, Odegaard. Try and cut back on the costs. Wenger was like, if I sit on these seats, if the fans sit on these seats, we can sit on these seats. So for a long time, when they've got those big Recaro padded seats now, they don't have those. They had the plastic ones, same ones as the fans when the Emirates first opened. Leather away seats. Cool. Look at that. That's why our season tickets are the highest, ladies and gentlemen, in the Premier League, because we give leather seats to our away fans. That's why it's so expensive at the Emirates. Now we know why. We're giving cushioned seats to the away fans. But Odegaard's done so well, hasn't he? In my opinion, I think this season, I think for £30 million, I think Martin Odegaard, what a buy. What an absolute steal! He does the same stuff as Ozil, but he's a bit better with it. He's not as lazy off the ball as Ozil was. Ozil used to drop out onto the wing. You know, Odegaard doesn't mind winning the ball back. Here we go. They're definitely going after Saka, aren't they? They want Saka to take on Matey boy. I think Saka. The problem with Saka, as soon as he gets the ball, he has like he's pretty much has 3 or 4 players on him. But come on, boys, press. This is a free hit for us, really. This game, because we literally have so many games in hand. It's like we've not played. It's crazy. I've never seen a season quite like it, and I would genuinely think Arsenal got such a good chance of playing Champions League football. All the through ball, close that door, saw that one coming. Yeah, got such a good chance of it. But I just don't know how well Arsenal are gonna hang with the European elite. I watched the Liverpool Inter game, and Inter looked a good side, and I don't know. I don't know if we're quite ready for it, if I'm honest. But this is a good thing. The great thing about playing a team like Liverpool at this stage is at least we know exactly where we are, and you kind of know where you are with the leads of the pack. Massively important. They might not making it easy for them. Keep going, Arsenal. So far, so good. 6 minutes played. We ain't doing too bad. Well, a little bit more than 6. That's what Ramsdale does so well, distribution. But he does want to play out from the back. Look, he's going straight. We've going for Martinelli or Saka. And Saka's been playing really well. Oh, sorry, Martinelli and Saka both been playing well. But big test, isn't it, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so tonight I'm going to have a glass of the Lisa Del Borgo. It's the Italian beer on the perfect draft. So far, so good. A bit crafty. It's got a lager taste to it, but it's also got that crafty taste at the same time. So it's something a little bit different than just a standard lager. And if you haven't tried it, I'd definitely recommend giving it a go. And it's one of the cheaper kegs as well. The price is, oh my god, that's close. It's very close. Allison. Looks like a movie star with that beard. He looks wasted in gold today. Movie star. Come on, Saka. Watching the replay. Great play. I think if we can create a few of those opportunities, we've got a good chance of putting them away. And Ben White's another one as well. I was only chatting to the guys in work, and they were saying that Ben White, instead in front of Maguire, he's got to be making at least, a call up with England with the international break coming up. I definitely think. There's more banter. Yeah. Wait till the end of the game. Come on, Arsenal. See, I always think that like Liverpool are tough at the start, opening game, first half, and same in the second. And I think if you can control them and like take that heat, you can ride it. But I think what we're doing seems to be pretty good. I think we're sitting pretty deep, so it means they lose that pace. They lose the advantage of the pace of breaking on you because they're already in your half. They're then trying to pass through you, and I think Arteta's set up the players pretty well. in the 4-4-2 off the ball, and it just makes it difficult to pass. You can't pass through them. So, yeah, all very good. Mane, I'm less than 100 grand a week, and he's kicking up. I get it. Yeah, sorry, Jack. I missed you. Yeah, I missed your comment, mate. To be honest, close. Yeah, it's close. Sorry, mate. Still 0-0, and Jack has not been booked, and he's still on the pitch. So can't be all bad, can it? To be an Arsenal fan. Yeah, it's going to be hard to break them down. But I think I'm going to pull myself one of those leases. Oh, look at that. Anyone don't have a perfect draft? Just pour yourself a beer in your house. It's not too bad. It does go off for a while afterwards, though, while it's regassing. There we go, Mane. Mane. Who have you taken out, Mane? Gabriel. How has he taken out Gabriel? Gabriel's twice his size. What do you think then, guys? What do you think about the likes of Ramsdale starting in goal ahead of Pickford, Everton's goalkeeper? It's like a sieve at the moment. What do we think? Yeah, look, he's running that. Do you know what? Saka's running them balls down. He really is. He's running those down. He's working hard for the team, which is exactly what you want, isn't it? To be honest. Come on, Arsenal. Arteta's done a fantastic job, hasn't he, really? I think me being one of the people that was at the start of the season, in early parts of the season, was calling for him to be fired. But you look at him now, look at how well Arsenal are doing. Absolutely fantastic with the players that he's got. You think the players he's shipped out, and you think how those players performed under the likes of Arsene Wenger, you think what tune he got out of them. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, how good was Arsene Wenger to get those players playing so well? I think Tottenham are winning, which is obviously means that they're closing in on points. I'm having people telling me, predicting the scores. I've got one friend telling me 2-1 Liverpool. That's an easy one, isn't it, really, to be honest? Yeah. Yeah, 2-1. 4-1 Liverpool. Xhaka sent off. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. You're looking at new Arsenal now. We are strict. We are organised. And, we're not leaking goals like we used to. Not leaking goals. Yeah, very good. I literally have church bells going off behind me. Who on earth is getting married on a Wednesday night when Arsenal Liverpool on? Clearly not a football fan. Come on, Arsenal. Good with the ball now. Got a good control. We're not really giving them much chance and not much time on the ball, to be honest. Closing it down, passing it around pretty well. I wonder if Arteta's kind of at the mindset of, look, if we can just get out of here with a point, you know what I mean? It's better than dropping none. And I would 100% take a point, if I'm completely honest. And the fact that it's like nearly 20 minutes played and Jack is still on the pitch, we've not conceded. We're doing all right. See, look at that. Cedric's done really well. Cedric's, do you know what? I was one of the biggest. I always said I was never the biggest fan of Cedric, if I'm honest. I always thought that the young Tomiyasu was better. But yeah, he's done pretty well filling in. I hope he wins as well, Jack. I hope Arsenal do win as well, mate. It'll be good. I think it's such a statement for Arsenal Football Club to show where we were and show where we are now. There was a lot of people at the start of the season where Arsenal were literally right at the bottom of the league, and 3 games in, and a lot of people were saying that Arsenal were going to struggle this season. To think we're now a top 4, I think we've done really, really well, to be honest. And one of the most informed teams in the Premier League. To be able to say that, and to be able to hanging in with Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So, hanging in there with them. Yeah, I think I've got a bit of a lag on my end. So if there is a goal, you're probably going to know 30 seconds before me. Give you a heads up. I need to work out a clock for this stream thing. But anyway, we seem to be handling them pretty well in defence, to be honest, which is nice, all things considered. I'll tell you what, though, if you've got a perfect draft and you're thinking of trying a beer, a lager, and you want to try something a little bit different because you're bored of having the Stellas or the Budweisers, all that kind of stuff, honestly, try that Lisa, because it really is one of the more. It's one of the cheaper ones. It's like 32 quid, and it's a really good one. I've been on it now. I've had it in the machine for a few days, over a couple of weeks. Sorry, absolutely banging. And I might be drowning my sorrows anyway, the way things are going. Thing is, when you play in the rain, it just changes everything. And I also think a midweek game as well at 8 o'clock. Oh, he dived. Good, well done, ref. Playing a midweek game, it's always tough. But playing in the rain's even worse because the way the ball moves and it skids off the surface. It's like playing football in the rain. Yeah, come on. Come on, lads. Doing good. Got to hang in there now. And Liverpool press so hard at the front, you just don't want to be caught with it. And I don't know if I'd be more tempted to try and play over the top. See, the way they do it, they've got 4 players right at the front that lead the press. And I'd probably try and cross it to the other side and play over the top of the press is what I'd be looking to do. And just get your forward guys to drop a little bit deeper, but maybe leave Lacazette a little bit further forward. But then I'm no tactical expert. I'm not a football manager. But, so far, so good. So far, so good. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting, isn't it, next season, I think, with Chelsea. And I don't know if you guys heard what Chelsea were doing. They wanted to play their Middlesbrough game behind. Well, they've got to play. They're not allowed any away fans, but they wanted to stop the Middlesbrough fans from going to the game. They wanted to play the whole game behind closed doors, which would obviously, um, take a load of money out of a team like Middlesbrough that could really do with the money. And I thought that was a bit like that was a bit dickish, to be honest, of Chelsea. I think if anything, they should at least let Middlesbrough make a bit of cash in if they can't. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting next season because there's no doubt in my mind someone's going to buy Chelsea, but is someone going to dip their hand into their pocket like Abramovich has done for the last 20 years, build up 1.5 billion in debt, and not want it paid back? I don't think they will, and I just think teams like Newcastle are going to be a bit better. They've got deep pockets, and I also think as well, Man City brings Manchester United, depends who they bring in as new manager. Um, I heard tonight they want the Chelsea manager. They're making him number one target, and someone like him might want to go somewhere there's better resources, and that may not be Chelsea. I have to say, but Arsenal doing well, hanging in there, hanging in there. 22 minutes played, and we're doing all right. I think it's tough for both teams because I think Liverpool, they really want to pick up the points. They don't want to get anything, anything less than a win is no good to them, because then they're reliant again on Man City slipping up. And how often does Man City slip up? Like never. And I think, Arsenal, just the fact you've got Martinelli and you've got Saka that are just so free-flowing players that are quite happy to run at players. They're quite happy just to play football. It almost seems like they're playing enjoying the football and playing with no pressure. They seem to be enjoying it. There seems to be a bit of togetherness about the Arsenal team at the moment. So it crossed it over again. Look at that. Switch the play over to Saka. Plenty of space. He can now put it into the mixer. Cedric. He's sure. Cedric, no. Cedric. You probably could have just played that through. You could have just played that through. Oh, come on, lads. Can that run it? Lacazette is running after Alisson. That guy can actually play like a midfielder. That's gone out. Pressing well, pressing really well. And I just think like pressing's so difficult, especially when you have to do it, you have to do it properly, you have to do it with a team. But they're doing it well, doing it really well. Really hanging in there with Liverpool so far. Quite impressed. This isn't the same team that Cedric. Yeah. Yeah, Cedric. He was. I still think Tomiyasu is is Arsenal's best right back, but the guy is injured and not ready. Just dancing around them, and I'm just getting loads of people lighting up my phone with banter on the game. Yeah. I'm quite surprised, they're giving Saka so much space out on that right. Oh, that was lucky. Really pressing Liverpool. Really pressing them well. Making them work. Oh dear, they don't go for you, do you? That's the thing. I don't know if my stream's a little bit further behind everybody else's. I'm on just over. I'm on 24 minutes and 20 odd seconds, and I've just watched Fabinho taken down. Just don't lose your heads now, lads. This is the last thing you'd want to do is get yourself booked for something silly, and then have to make a tackle in the second half, and that'll get you a second booking and potentially sent off, and that's what Xhaka does. You know, keep your cool heads, cool heads. Doing so well. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be happier so far. Watching Liverpool play the ball across their back line, looking for openings. You know what I mean? Arguably one of the best teams in Europe, some would say. Not having the best of it. Yeah, they can't break the lines. And they can't put the balls through either, which is good. Hey, Todd, Celtic forever. Hi, mate. What are you drinking tonight on the PD? Mate, I'm on the Lisas. I'm on the Lisas, mate, tonight. I've still got the keg in there. I've got a little bit left. So I'm nursing that puppy. But I've actually got some Hessel Roda. I don't know if anyone's had that. It's another lager. And I've also got what are they called? What are they called? I've forgotten the name of it. It's a Vice beer. I've got the Royal one, and I've got the normal one. I'm going to be on those puppies. But mate, I was just saying about away fans watching Arsenal at the Emirates, and it was the Emirates Cup, and Arsenal were playing Celtic, and Celtic outsung the Arsenal fans. Even after the game, they lost, but they still outsung us. Yeah, I remember. Brilliant fans. Absolutely fantastic fans. Absolutely fantastic fans. Yeah. Come on, Arsenal. We're doing all right. Xhaka's still on the pitch. We haven't conceded yet. We're doing all right. Hang it in there. And I'm actually Flavorly as well. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Flavorly. I bought a case of Flavorly stuff, and they do this case every now and again. I've seen it a couple of times, and then I got it just before Christmas. And I've looked recently, and they're not doing it, but keep an eye out for it. It's a case of their mixed beers, IPAs, and other bits in there. You get 24, but it's only 12 different beers. You get 2 of each. You get 2 glasses, a little snack, a little book about how to be a wine or sorry, beer connoisseur, and yeah, and it was 24 quid with free delivery, and then you don't have to sign up to it either, so you can literally order the one thing and never have it again. But yeah, really good. And ever since then, you get emails regularly about other beers that they're offering, and they put packs and stuff together, IPAs, stouts, lagers, you name it, they do it. And yeah, so if you get a chance, look it up, Flavorly, and they'll chuck in glasses and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, mate, great fan base of Celtic. I used to work with one as well, a Celtic fan. He was an absolute nutter, absolute nutter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. John, his name was absolute nutter, but loved his football, and yeah, absolutely loved his football. Never ever been, but they've got one of the with Rangers. They've got one of the hardest sort of rivals, haven't they? You know, them and Rangers. It's meant to be one of the most dangerous ones to attend as a fan. Almost as bad as Arsenal Tottenham. Joking. Come on, Arsenal. I'm just really pleased actually that Arsenal have managed to get this far into the game, not conceded. Don't look too bad either. I don't think Liverpool have peppered the goal. I don't think Liverpool, you would say that Liverpool have been all over Arsenal. Been a pretty even game, I think. I haven't got any commentary on this, by the way, but yeah, I think all in all, pretty good. We're doing all right. There's a few, now say dicey moments, but just slow it down, slow it down. Send off Martinelli, but look how quick Alisson is. Jeez, that guy. Lightning can play midfield apparently, and I don't doubt that at all. Alisson's, I think, as far as goalkeepers go, when you see a goalkeeper get the ball, I think he just seems the calmest when he's got it at his feet and he's looking for a pass. And he'll do some passes like where he just around players, through players when they're trying to press him. I think he's Alisson is brilliant. And you got to think that they've got the City goalkeeper as well, haven't they? Brazil, literally spoilt for choices. when it comes to goalkeepers. It reminds me of when Italy were dominating all those years ago, and they had about 15 amazing goalkeepers. Yeah, best derby in the world. Celtic Rangers. Yeah, yeah. I think it was on a. Do you know what? I was a kid, youngster, and it was on one of these crazy programs in like the late 90s, early 2000s, where they go and visit the hardest pubs in Britain. And they visited one that was, I think, round the corner of the stadiums, and they were talking about the derby. And yeah, it was crazy. It's an eye opener. It's an eye opener. Yeah, doing quite good. Liverpool haven't scored. I know. Yeah, Jack, you're not wrong, mate. You know what I mean? Doing all right, son. Not too bad. I think the big thing is with Liverpool is they're very fit and they will run to the 90th minute. And you need to stay switched on. And that's one thing that Klopp does so well. He gets them running. And I think, oh, well done. Good recovery from Cedric. I've always said he's fantastic. I've always said he's amazing. But no, I think that's the thing. They're so fit. So fit. Next level. And Premier League, European champion fitness. Do you know what I mean? But do you know what's quite good though? Is being able to watch how Arsenal can play with the likes of Liverpool and knowing that we can sort of hang with them a little bit. You know, it's not an absolute whitewash like it was. Oh, it has been in the past. So always positive. What are you boys? Were you boys on any beers tonight? Are you guys having a drink, or is it just kind of soft drinks because work in the morning? Let us know if you are in the comments. What about you, Jack? Are you on the beers, mate? Future England goalkeeper there, Ramsdale. Come on, Rambo. Yeah. Partey's he's another player that's improved massively this year compared to previous. That was a pass through the middle to Lacazette, surely getting fouled. Surely getting fouled. Jesus. No way. That is insane, isn't it? Here we go, guys. This is the I wanted to have a quick look at the league table because I think Tottenham win 2-0. Oh, Kane again. God, he scored like 100. I read something the other day. He's got 167 goals, but never won the league. There you go. So far, that still works for us all, doesn't it? Really, apart from Liverpool going for the win. And I think other than that, it's no real major changes, is there really? I think the next games are going to be over the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Come on. 34 minutes played. We're doing good. Oh, close. Close. Nah, not tonight. Coke works next morning. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Tierney was a great Celtic player and good for Arsenal. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, really good. We've always been pretty lucky with left backs. We also had Ashley Cole back in the day. Clichy as well. We've had some pretty good left backs. And we've had to buy the last one in. But I think, yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I think it only cost 25 million as well. You know, I think Arsenal have done really well with some of their transfers. Not all of them, but some of them. 25 million for Matey Boy, but also the 30 million spent on Odegaard. I can't believe we only spent 30 million on him. Oh, that's going to be. Oh no, we didn't. We got away with that. We got away with that. Yeah, Tierney, brilliant player, brilliant player. I heard Man City were in for were interested in Tierney at one point. I don't know if that's still the case or not. And Martinelli, that was the other one that they're interested in. I'm not blowing against Arsenal, isn't it? And I think Klopp's really angry on the touchline. Feels like he's not being treated fairly. I think Klopp's just feeling the pressure now. You know, at this stage of the season, I think they're in for. Look at Tierney again. Look at that. Yeah, thank you very much. Back to his goalkeeper. That's passed straight through. Look at that's what I mean. How fast was Tierney? Jeez, the ball's glued to his feet. Yeah. Mate, I'll be interested to know though how Celtic are doing in the Scottish League. I don't really follow it. I know there's two main teams there. You've got Rangers and obviously Celtic, but how is it at the moment? How's Celtic doing? I'll be interested to know. Look at that, to Martin. They switch in play. He's like lightning, that guy. Oh, it's overhit. It's overhit. It's overhit. Oh, not going to get many opportunities, lads. Not against a team like Liverpool. Jeez, that Martinelli. He's another level, isn't he? And he's only 20, that Martinelli, and he's just going to get better. That Martinelli is only going to get better. Here's another question for you. The Perfect Draft Pro. Are you going to be making a purchase of the Perfect Draft Pro when they actually release it to everybody else? It's like it's one of those things where because they've got the temperature gauge on it, I almost feel a little bit like if you know are the beers are you gonna enjoy the beers more, and because they're going to be at the right temperature for you rather than the standard 3 degrees. You know, like the Lisa Del Borgo, the one that I'm drinking. This is supposed to be served at 11. The Perfect Draft's way too cold for it. Problem is, if you leave it out to get to room temperature, it goes stale. So then it changes the taste even more. You know, he's supposed to win. How are you supposed to win? So I would like one, but it's just so expensive. Go on. Oh, I just passed them round. We're like, oh, Partey went for like a shot and almost killed someone. Oh no. Well done, Arsenal. Going for it though, you know, where I think a lot of teams against a team like Liverpool would just say, "Do you know what, let's just park the bus. Let's just park the bus." You know, I think Arsenal have done pretty well. They are attacking. Yeah, look, but the good thing is that we're holding them back. Look, they're looking to try and split the defence. And by sitting so deep, they're having to do what every team does to Arsenal, which is trying to force you to find a way through. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Forcing the mistakes, forcing the errors. They're making passes that are yeah, are absolutely rubbish, to be honest. Sorry, guys. I missed the comments. Yeah, I thought Liverpool would have scored by now. Great for me, though. Yeah, I'm assuming, are you an Arsenal fan, Jack, or is it another team that you support? Clearly not Liverpool. 3 points clear of Rangers. Wow. So is it all changed there since Gerrard's gone? Because I know they went like a season unbeaten, didn't they? They done really, really well. And he's obviously gone to Aston Villa, and it doesn't seem to be quite working out. They're doing all right. Here we go. I think we'll get it. Me too. Here we go. Knows the perfect draft pro. Happy to keep the one I got, mate. Do you know what? I don't blame you. I just think there's so much money. I think the amount of money they charge for the kegs, it should be a case of the machine should cost barely near. Because if they literally gave those machines away for near nothing, so many more people would have them, and then so many more people would buy kegs, and they'd probably make more money. Is the truth. But I just think they charge so much money for them. It's like, I think when I bought my machine, I think they've advertised them now for about 200 quid with £70 off. I don't know if you've seen the same advert. And that's still a lot of money. Still a hell of a lot of money for what is just a beer machine, isn't it, really? And it's not like the beer gets any cheaper. You know, you've still got to buy the kegs and put them in there. And it's not the cheapest way to enjoy beer. I'm looking, watching Liverpool are enjoying a good bit of pressure at the moment, aren't they? No, I like Arsenal very much. Good man, Jack. We like an Arsenal fan. And yeah, thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. Crazy times, absolutely crazy time. Let's obviously just come to half time. Hopefully, we can get out of here without conceding. Boys, I'm probably about a minute behind you guys. So, well, maybe 30, 40 seconds behind. So, you might know that they've scored before me. If they have, that's if they do. Arsenal haven't conceded, apparently, a goal from a corner all season. And a lot of it's down to this new coach that they've brought in that's doing all of the dead ball stuff. Easy to deal with. Oh, if that was rugby, you'd be sin bin, son. Just let him drop. There we go. Look, punting it up the pitch, look, to either Martinelli or Saka for speed, which I think is a brilliant idea after like a corner or something like that. Because half their team, oh, look at this guy. He's like Pele or Maradona. Jesus, Martinelli. Go on, Ramsdale. I overhit it a bit. But it's good. Yeah, it's nice. Worth a try. Definitely worth a try. I got mine for 230 with one keg over a year ago. Yeah, I think I paid... when I bought mine, it came with 2 free glasses, which was the Stella and obviously the machine and a keg of Stella, and I think it was 270 quid. And I bought mine, it was when it was all the COVID stuff was still pretty hot. And I think I had a sub before that. And I thought the sub was always good. The downside to the sub was whenever you bought the beer to go in them, you had to buy them in the talks of buy them in packs of 8, otherwise you had to pay for delivery. And delivery was, funnily enough, was the cost of one torp. So it was really hard. Say, I'll just order 2 torps and then pay another 8 quid for delivery. And so I didn't really enjoy that. And then I noticed that Beerhawk that does these things just seemed to be delivering a lot better than Beerwolf, and they just seem to be a better machine, I think. And you got better beers, I think, than the sub. And also, you drink 3 pints. It's right if it's just you're watching this game, you can maybe have a couple of pints, one each half. But if you're drinking more than that and you have to load another sub in, the movement of it shakes it up, and it's just full of foam whenever you pull it. So I don't even use it anymore. I'm literally the perfect draft, and that's the only machine I'd actually use. And I wouldn't get the blade because it's the same beers as the sub, but it's 8 litres and it's a lot, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. You've got a sub machine, Jack. It'd be good to know what you think of it. Be very good to know what you think of it. And then we got Tots. Yeah, you've got a sub. Just order 8 torps at a time. Yeah, I did. I had 8 Heineken at one point and regretted that. Just too much Heineken. The one thing about the sub that I do like though is that you can have like 4 or 5, or like you can order 8 different torps, and you can just put one in after another, and it's quite nice to have something a bit different. So it does offer really good flexibility of that. Like any of the other big machines, like the blade, oh, go on, shoot. The blade or the perfect draft, it's like 5 litres, isn't it? So I had a keg of, oh, it's down there. The I can't even see it because the label's covered, but it is the let me see what it is. Yeah. Yeah, the dark arts, the stout. That was disgusting. If you like licorice, go for it. If you don't mind licorice, don't get it because you'll hate licorice by the end of it. And yeah, that's the only one I've not been able to finish. And I've actually got it at the moment sat in my bar on the floor, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to tip it down the sink. I don't know anyone else local to me that would want it. So I don't know what to do with it. That's the only one that I couldn't actually, which I couldn't actually have. Yeah, you're right, mate. 8 different ones. Yeah, 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 yeah. Listen, the sub is still a fantastic machine. It is still really good. If I was gonna get like either sub or the blade, I'd go sub because I think the sub is only 3 litres of each one. If you go with the blade, it's 8 litres, isn't it? And I think if that's just you living on your own, that's a lot of beer to go through. Do you know what I mean? A hell of a lot of beer. Right, listen, boys, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. Hopefully, you can join us for the second half. Get some refreshments and other little bits and bobs. And yeah, we'll come back shortly. Jack, I think it's good. Don't use it much. I drink Guinness. I like Guinness. It's a shame you can't get Guinness on any type of like machine. You know, the kegs on it would be fantastic. I'd love. I'm a big fan of Guinness, and if they brought out a machine that gave you Guinness, I'd definitely get it. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, boys, listen. If you can make it back for the second half, yeah, please do, and yeah, get yourself a drink, whatever it is, and I'll see you shortly, guys. And we're back. We're back. Sorry, guys. Took a little bit longer than expected. And yeah, hopefully you're still about for the rest of the live stream. And I keep getting jip from apparent friends. Best keg on the perfect draft and best torp on the sub. I really like. You know, there's a couple of kegs that I really like. I really liked the keg wise. I really liked the left blonde, but I think in batches stuff like that can taste a bit different. So the first keg of left blonde I had was amazing, fantastic. The second keg I had was actually quite hard to finish. But lager wise, though, I really like the Stella. Stella's really, really good. And I also like this Lisa's pretty good. I don't know if you had the Lisa Del Borgo. That's pretty nice. It's a bit of a mixture between an IPA and a lager, but the dark arts, avoid that like the plague. And as far as the sub goes, I really actually quite liked. I actually didn't mind Heineken, to be honest. I ordered. I literally ordered. I think it was 8 or whatever it was. Literally, as it was really hard to get the kegs over the COVID stuff, and because I know they went. You couldn't get kegs for ages, and then all of a sudden they brought them back. Yeah, that was really good, and I also like the Amstel. And I don't know how many people know this or not, but if you have a blade and you buy Amstel, it's not the same Amstel that you get in the sub, because the one in the sub is the proper Amstel, and the one that you get in the blade is the one that's 4%, and it's the one that's brewed here in the UK. You may as well just go to Sainsbury's and buy the bottles. So yeah, massive difference. Yeah, get the Lisa next. Honestly, it's really, and it's one of the cheaper kegs as well, you know, so it's not too bad. I just think the price has gone up on the kegs, haven't they, recently? Everything's getting more expensive. I think if you bought a blade machine, I don't think you're too concerned about paying an extra quid or two for a keg. But the Lisa's one of the good ones, and yeah, it's a nice beer. Go careful on it though, because it's a creeper. It's a creeper. Yeah, the Amstel is good, but yeah, the shocker one for me was was if you buy the blade, you don't get the same Amstel that you get if you buy the sub. It's the different brewed one, so the 5% on the sub and 4% on the. Oh no 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 no! Oh, but amend the score, right? Oh, he's offside. Come on, guys, I'm behind. I'm a little bit behind, but we're about to find out. No doubt, VAR's gonna have a look at this. Oh, I think he's off. He's well off. Mane, well off. Tots, what's your favourite keg on the perfect draft and sub, mate? What one would you say if you were going to be recommending a good keg for someone buying the sub or the perfect draft to start on? I know from before you like your lagers, similar to myself. What would you say that's the best one to start with? That'd be interesting to know. Very interesting to know. Look, Saka's back. It's back. Look at that. Playing well, Arsenal. Playing really well. Almost got caught, but Mane was offside. They're doing the same thing we were doing to them now. Look, they're trying to catch us out. Ben White, well done, Cedric. It's done enough to slow him down. And it's literally been knocked into Rosed by, yeah. Yeah, the Stella and the Spaten. Yeah, two very good ones, aren't they? Have you had the what's the other one that's really good? It's the one that's in the I'm picturing it's got the ball on the front. It's got the ball, Raging Bull. I forgot what it's called now. There's another one that's really banging. I'm going to find it now. Now that I've said that, there's another lager one on there that I thought was really, really good. Let me bring it up. Beer Hawk. Come on, Arsenal. You're just going to struggle the problem is when they get set. It's when Liverpool gets set, they're a very difficult team to break down. Very difficult team. How cheap is it now to buy a perfect draft as well compared to when we bought them? Crazy, isn't it? Perfect draft. Kegs. Oh, have you tried the Stella Unfiltered? That's pretty good. That's a good one. The Stella Unfiltered. That's pretty good. I'd definitely recommend that. Lambrow as well. Jupiler. It's got the bull on the front. Jupiler. That's another good one. And Lambrow. Have you tried the Tenants? That's not too bad. The Bud I didn't think was great. The Hertog Jan. That was all right. Nothing amazing. The lease is good. Beck's Gold. The Schneiders. That was good. That I quite like the Schneiders one. And that's come down in price as well. It's only £37.90 now, which isn't too bad. I'm sure it was more than that when it first came out. I'm just watching Martinelli dance round the Liverpool defenders. I'm telling you, a brilliant player. And what I have got is I've got the Jeanette Bio. I've got that to try. I don't know what that's going to be like. I've got that bad boy. Don't get Dark Arts and don't get Club Tropicana. That was difficult to drink as well. Very difficult. Drunken Sailor's not too bad though. That was probably one of the better IPAs. Haven't had Quack or anything crazy like that yet. Yeah, Jeanette Bio, I've got that. Golden Goose, I thought was pretty run-of-the-mill, pretty basic. And that's it. I've got Franziskaner and Franziskaner Royal. I do like Franziskaner. It's a good beer. Have you tried that one, Tots? Let me know. That's a good one. And Hogarden as well. That's also another good one. Mate, so many good ones. I do want to try the. I don't know if they've got it in now. I think they must have stopped doing it. They had a Jeanette. Oh, come on, Martinelli. Oh, yeah, I like the Golden Goose. Yeah, the Golden Goose. I've had that. But the problem was when I had that one, I made the mistake where I would finish a keg on a night and then, he's going to dance around him. Shoot! Oh, no. If I'm a couple of minutes behind, apologies. I've just watched Allison stop Odegaard. I'm scoring an amazing goal. Just a mistake of clearance, wasn't it? Just picked the pocket, wasn't it? Lacazette set it up for him, and it's just unlucky. Guy's like a cat. Yeah, the only thing that the Golden Goose, I made the mistake of having one, like a Stella, for example, keg of Stella, and then moving on to another one on the same night. And I never think that's a good idea because the second one never tastes as good, if that makes sense. And then if you leave it like I do a couple of days and then go back to it, even though it's in a keg, it's never, Arsenal, looking good. Never quite as good. And I always find that it's, the taste isn't quite there. Mate, Left Blonde. If you like bananas, right, as a fruit, no, Cedric hasn't given away a free kick, is he? He ain't going to change his mind. Cedric, don't book him. Don't get booked. Mate, if you like bananas, you'll like the Left Blonde, but you got to go careful with it because it's a strong one. It really is. It will catch you out, the Left Blonde. And I also think because those ones that have like banana and all that kind of stuff in them, they're made in batches. And I genuinely believe I was big on Salah. How many minutes to play? I've only played 7 minutes of the second half. Salah's coming on. Yeah, I think they do it in batches. The first keg I had of Left Blonde was amazing. Really good. And so much so, I remember I put it in. It was like a weekend, like a Saturday night. And I'd had a belly full of lager or whatever it was. And like I said to you, normally I won't try another one straight away. But then I went and put the keg in and obviously had a drink of it. Look at that. Lacazette. Unlucky. Well played though, lads. Very well played. Odegaard. It's making it difficult. It's slowing it down. Well done. That's enough. Even if you don't win the ball back. Yeah, I made the mistake of... I didn't make the mistake. I then had I just wanted to try it. And it just went down so smooth and so easy. I literally had about I had a couple more pints of that before going to bed. It was enjoyable. It's a good beer. And also, it's one of the more cheaper ones as well, which is quite nice, isn't it? really, to be honest. I keep going on about price. I don't think you should be price focused if you've got a perfect draft. If you spent 200 quid on a perfect draft machine and you're buying beer for it, I don't think you should quibble over a couple of quid. Do you know what I mean? Um, oh, mate, Arsenal doing okay. Goal, mate, I'm behind. I'm hoping it's an Arsenal goal. Oh, come on, Arsenal. Please let it be Arsenal. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, no. It always scores against us as well. Kenel Jota. Well, do you know what? The two of the guys I work with are Liverpool fans. Yeah. Oh, mate, don't worry about that. Well, listen, look, we're looking pretty good. Even though we're a goal behind, I still think there's a chance that Arsenal can get back into this. I don't think it's a closed book, done deal. I mean, I don't think you should get beaten by your near post like that. I really don't. It's come off his hand, hasn't it? He's caught it, but I don't think you should get beaten like that. I really don't. I think Ramsdale should have done better. I'll be honest. Look at the desperation on Klopp's face, like he's won the Premier League. But the thing is, though, it's not a done deal. And, you know, we could still go out and still get a goal. Still draw this. Still win this. Always scores against us, though. Always scores against us. I need to update my score. Oh. I need to start supporting Celtic, where, like, you're dominating. Yeah, don't support Arsenal because it's painful. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. There we go. If I can, there we go, save it. There we go. Scores updated. I don't think Arsenal are doing too bad. I'll get myself another Lisa. That's another thing where these machines literally are better than a can or a bottle. If you are having a couple of beers or you're watching a bit of football or you're playing or doing something and you only want half a glass, you can just pour yourself half a glass. You don't have to go and open a whole new bottle or can or pour yourself a full glass. You don't have to. You know? Come on, Arsenal. Let's get one back. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to... They're prepared for it, aren't they, really? Oh, he's taking him down. Henderson's acting like nothing's happened. Matip, slow, isn't he? Slow. I think Arsenal could get something out of it. I do. I feel quite confident we could. We could get something out of it. Oh, man. Caught them cold. Caught them cold. Caught them chatting. Taking no prisoners. Dirty football. Has changed a little bit, though, hasn't it, since Salah's come on. Corner Liverpool. Mate, I'll take a draw. I'm not even lying. I think any Arsenal fan would take a draw. But then at the same time, you know, Arsenal fan and everything like that every cloud has a silver line and all that. If Liverpool do win tonight, I really don't want Man City to win the Premier League. That's a good goal kick. I really don't want them to win the Premier League. So If Liverpool win tonight, they get 3 more points. They go closer. Unlucky. It was so lucky. I mean, like, Odegaard was just unlucky. It just clipped the top of Alisson's arm and went over, didn't it? Oh, I've got to be honest with you. I think Ramsdale should have done a little bit better with that, to be honest. It's unfortunate. Switching play, just over hit. Oh, something happened there. I don't know what it was. Did someone run onto the pitch? That a streaker? What happened? I've got no commentary, so I've got absolutely no idea. Go on, Martinelli. If there's one person you want on the ball, it's Martinelli, because just no one knows what he's going to do. I think Martinelli and Tierney link up pretty well on that left. Just keep hold of the ball. Oh. Got to move a little bit more. Got to be a bit faster with that ball. Done it again. Go on, shoot. No. Offside. Oh. Fucking hate offside. Fucking hate offside. Come on, Arsenal. Oh, mate, the lease is going down a dream. Honestly, so easy to drink. And it's just it's a little bit different to it's not as strong as an IPA, but it has got that IPA fruity kind of sort of taste to it. But yeah, it's not as strong. And if you're a lager drinker, mate, I was predominantly a lager drinker. I think you'll be all right with it. I think you'll quite like it, to be honest. And I tell you, oh no, oh look at that! It's like ping ball. Literally just blasting it into people. No, you know what I did have the other day actually was some of the Paul Lanner at the keg. What do they call it? Hell's Lager. Oh no, not another. Oh, Firmino. Oh, dear me. There's number 2. I'm hoping VAR's going to step in. It ain't looking likely. Oh, bloody hell. Court playing out the back. It's just unfortunate. I think Saka. Goal, yeah, and yeah, onside. I was hoping for VAR that he might have, I don't know, dropped little or something on the way in. I don't know. It's gone under Ramsdale, isn't it? Oh, it's gone under him. Could still get a draw, mate. Could do. You never know. We got to do something a bit different, though, haven't we? I think. I think Liverpool have turned up now, haven't they? And they're now starting to. Oh, the problem is with Liverpool is they've got such good match fitness, that you've got to be able to go with until the end. And I don't know what you think, but um, oh, I can't remember to save this. I don't know what you think, but I think Ramsdale could have done better on both of them. I think, it went under him. Wow, look at that. He's coming right out, Ramsdale, and he's desperate to not to concede again. It's a scrap out there. Yeah, it's a scrap out there. Yeah, but the Lisa though, mate, it's good. Highly recommend it, mate. What kegs? Be interesting to know what you've got, mate. What you've got in your machine, and what kegs you've got coming up. What stuff? What ones you've got? Like I said, I've got Jeanette, both the Francis scanners, and Hello Rhoda, or whatever they call it. That one, the red one. Don't foul him. Come on, Arsenal. Goal difference is what I'm thinking now. We need to not concede too many. It's okay losing if we lose against Liverpool. I can accept that. But I don't want our goal difference to be eroded by Liverpool. Yeah, they're making it difficult. They're playing a high pace of football. Very high pace of football. Come on. It's a battle in the midfield, isn't it, really? And they've got that cushion now, Liverpool. They can play that a little bit more aggressive. They haven't got to worry too much. If they do concede one, it ain't necessarily the end of the world. They've got a good cushion, haven't they? Really. Mate, he's on the Stellos on the Nelson. Oh, you said about Nelson Mandela, didn't you? Yeah, mate. Stella's a good one. Do you buy them? Here's a question for you. When you buy your kegs, do you buy them in singles, or do you buy them from Beerhawk at like 3 at a time? I'd be interested to know, because I haven't got anywhere near me that sells the torps or the kegs. So if I want to order beer, I've got to order it from Beerhawk or Beerwolf. Oh, here we go, making a sub. Come on. They're bringing off Odegaard. Surprised. Very surprised. Smith Rowe. On he comes. Now, Smith Rowe, I think, has got the, leading, I think he's leading assist in goals for Arsenal, isn't he? He's just come back from COVID and other bits. Yeah, 3 at a time. I'm exactly the same. I've got 3 to return. I don't know if you saw the email or not, but at the moment they're doing double return points, aren't they? If you return, I saw an email something earlier. If you return your kegs or something like that, there's a chance you can get double the reward. So for us guys, that's perfect draft, guys. That's fantastic. Christmas 6. Christmas, we all go mad though, don't we? I was drinking the Guinness Surger. I bought loads of those Guinness Surger cans. I don't know if you've had a Guinness Surger before. One of those. Oh, mate. That's another level. That's expensive though. I really want to try the Guinness Nitro Surger, the new one. That's what I really want to try. That's it, Ramsdale. Just passing it through, playing it through them. 6 Christmas, you had 6 at a time. They just love Christmas because you can just drink for about a week. No one looks down at you for doing it. It's fantastic, isn't it? You know, no one cares if your recycling bin is full of like cans and bottles because everybody's is. Uh, Go on, Saka. I tell you what, creating chances. Arsenal really are. I think Smith Rose helps. Oh, come on, boys. Mate, 8 torps. Mate, that's another level. Mate, that is another level. That's the best time. It's the greatest thing, though, isn't it, really? It's the one time a year where we all get to drink. And you know, between Christmas and New Year, you're going to consume a lot of alcohol. It's just standard, isn't it? Standard. Yeah. Look at. Come on, Arsenal. Doing really well. Party's picked it up midfield. Oh, Martinelli, he's lost it. He's got to try and win those second balls. Rather than put his head down when he loses that ball, Martinelli, I think he needs to try and fight to win that back. Yeah, mate. Christmas time, we can all be alcoholics. It's okay. Permission granted. If you look at your neighbours, mine was just full of beer cans and bottles. I was embarrassed to put it out, even to the point, even to the point where I emptied it into a black bag. I thought I can't put that out. Yeah, bad times. Bad times. Come on, 70 minutes played. Come on, Arsenal. I think we've taken the heat out of Liverpool a little bit. I think we're riding the storm. I think they're probably more aware of the fact now that they seem to be not pushing up. But I can see Arteta on the sideline urging Arsenal to get forward and to press them. Come on, Arsenal. Literally, they just pass it so well. Liverpool. I mean, that's the difference, isn't it, between these elite teams, your Manchester Cities, and your Liverpools. Is one is their fitness, and two, it's just the way they and the transition from like defence to forward is so quick. Oh, come on, ref. Party's been hacked down by Firmino, and he's waved to him, so I'm sorry. But it does give him time to get back, tactical foul a little bit, isn't it? At the end of the day. Come on, Arsenal. Mate, absolutely, shadow of a doubt, absolutely. Having a really good season. Really good season. And to think, like, I must have said it a million times, but to think, though, at the start of the season, I think Arsenal were first 3 games, I don't think they had a point. And we were 20th, bottom. I remember all the jip I got from Tottenham fans, all the jip. And I remember we went above them. We've been quite lucky, but at the same time, I think there's been a few teams that haven't performed quite as well. I don't think Leicester have done quite as well this season, and obviously Manchester United. So I think that's made it a tiny bit easier, and it's helped us look pretty good. And I think the team needs a bit of money spent on it. I think we need another midfielder with Partey, potentially another central defender, and a forward, somebody who can actually finish. Yeah, I don't know what you think about Celtic, what you think those guys need to do, to keep charging on for next season. And do you think Rangers? Look at that ball to Martinelli, doing them all night. Oh, he's outrun it. Oh, Martinelli. Alexander Arnold's high-fiving. And listen, look, he's quite lucky there, really, because they've got hold of each other. Tottenham won. That's the last thing I need to see. Tottenham have won. Oh, great. Mate, Pepe's coming on. Come on, Pepe. Saka's coming off. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I would have been tempted to maybe go for it, defender off for an attacking option, you know, and keep players like Saka and that on the pitch. I've been very tempted. I don't know if I would have taken Saka off. I'd have played Pepe through the middle. I think that's where he needs to be. When he was in France, before he came to Arsenal, where he scored, he had a season where he scored loads of goals. He was being played through the middle. And I think, I don't know why Wenger, I don't know Wenger, I don't know why Arteta doesn't give him a go. Oh, offside. Offside. Is he off though? I don't think his head's offside, and you can't score with your arm. Mate, 50 minutes to go, and we are literally. It's been. I think we've done quite well. Even though we've got, obviously 2 goals conceded, I think Arsenal have done pretty well, and they're still fighting. And Xhaka's not been booked yet, and he's still on the pitch. So far, been pretty positive, apart from the 2 goals, of course. But I think sometimes it's good to know where you are with in regards to the top teams, especially if you want to play Champions League football. You're going to be playing teams at this level, and so far, I mean, obviously apart from the 2 goals, but it's not been disastrous. I don't think we've been smashed around the park, and I honestly think that Ramsdale could have done a little bit better with them. Drilled through the middle. I mean, like Martinelli is literally left back right now. Yeah. Mate, who do we play next? This is, I think we've got Villa next. I'll tell you now. I think we've got Aston Villa, and they're not on the best amount of form, if I'm completely honest. It is, Villa. Villa next, Saturday the 19th of March. Then we've got the international break, and then it's on till we've got Crystal Palace, who are difficult to beat. Chelsea, which I think is going to be a tough game. Manchester United, I think that's going to be the decider between third and fourth. I think whoever wins that, I think is going to potentially get third or fourth. And we've also got West Ham as well. I'm sure we got, and I don't know who else we've got after that, but yeah, so pretty much not necessarily easy running, to be honest. But yeah, we've got obviously Man United, Chelsea, and West Ham. So everyone pretty much around us at the moment to play in the next 5 games. It's a tough one. How long have you got until the Scottish League finishes? When is that? Is that the same sort of time? Oh, just watching this. Jesus. It is literally. I just think if Arsenal had a bit of a better forward, maybe it'd have kept Aubameyang. Look what he's been doing in Spain. Could we put Aubameyang on for the last sort of 10, 15 minutes and potentially, sort of nick something? He's still scoring goals. I think he can still do a job. I think letting him go might have been a mistake. So the only other player we've got is Eddie Nketiah, and I don't know if he's quite cut out to run the line for Arsenal. That's a suicide ball. That's a suicide ball. That Robinson is quick. That guy is quick. Jacques has played a slow, short ball into midfield that Robinson's managed to run onto, and I think we were very lucky. They're literally, I mean, Liverpool, as a team, the way they press, Their fitness is just another level. There's not many teams that can do it this late into the game this well. So organised. Off Martin's offside. Oh, come on. I think if this is going to be your tactic, Martinelli, you've got to make sure you've got to watch the line. Gabriel, like Cruyff turns. Oh, no. I'm watching him pass it around the edge of the Arsenal box. Do not. Hang in there, lads. Over here. Beautiful. And that's got to go. That's gone out for a throw in. I mean, that's the level of. I mean, Klopp's brought in players like Robinson, who was in a team that was struggling, and yeah, and look at him now, next level. Lacazette's come off. Eddie Nketiah's the change he always does at the same sort of time. Sort of 10 minutes left. You never know. Eddie Nketiah, I'll tell you what, he gets himself into some fantastic opportunities, but he just doesn't always convert them, if that makes sense. And I really think he could do, if he could just get that part of his game a little bit better. And I think that would come with if he just gets a little bit more game time. I think he'll just confidence and that's out, isn't it? Yeah, Salah in your face. In your face. You guys got 8 games left, similar to us, isn't it, really? Very similar. Very, very similar. And you guys are quite lucky because I guess in the Scottish League, 2 dominant teams, isn't it? So dominant. It's very similar to here, I guess, isn't it? With like Liverpool and obviously Man City. Very similar. Very, very similar. It'd be interesting to know what the stats are for the game. Let's have a gander. There we go. 55%. Look, shots on target. Look at that. 8-4. Shots on target 3-2, isn't it? Corners 6-1 and fouls 8-8. If you actually look at that, Arsenal actually haven't done too bad, to be honest. They've not done actually that bad at all. Come on, Pepe. Oh, ref, that's blocked him, surely. No. No. Oh. Is that a yellow? No. Is let it go. It's like a pretty dirty challenge, didn't it? On Partey. I'm surprised. Very surprised. Go on, Martinelli. He's going to run it. Oh, he slipped. Oh, Martinelli. Well picked back up again, lads. Look at that. Passing it around with confidence. You'd think we were the championship side, you know what I mean? You know, not doing too bad, but I think it's just getting the ball forward now because there's literally about 6 minutes left plus injury time. which I don't think there's going to be much. Come on, Arsenal. Mate, Tots, are you going to be watching the boxing, the two, what's it, Eddie Hall and Thor, and it's actually going to be free. There's no pay per view on it. If I don't know if you know that or not. I don't know if you've got any interest in that stuff. Ball over the lovely idea, but just too easy to pick out. Too easily read, I think. That Robinson is literally like a rocket, that guy, isn't he? Jesus. Tierney picked out his pass, but how fast is that Robinson? Pepe's on the ball. He's got 3-4 players around him. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do. Oh, it's trying to cut him open. Come on, Arsenal. Oh, what a challenge. Play on. Cut wide. 2 over hit. Martinelli was never going to get that. So, what do I think? What do I think? When's it on? Mate, it's on Friday. No, Saturday. It's on Saturday. So you've got obviously the last of the Rugby Six Nations on. And then I think the event starts at 9:30, and then they're walking out around about 10ish, I think. Double check the times just so you don't miss it. But if you watch YouTube, there's a cool little documentary. They've done 3 parts to it, and each part's about half an hour long, and it tells you about the how they hated each other and how it all started with the 2017 World's Strongest Man and what happened in the events and how Thor was deducted points on a certain lift and it cost him World's Strongest Man. Really good. Really good. Really good. Worth a watch if you've got a bit of time to burn. And like I said, there's 3 parts to it. I think each part is about half hour long. Really worth it, mate. Yeah, it's a good laugh. Who do I think will win, mate? I've got no idea. I think it's going to go one or two ways because both guys have been training, haven't they? Like for nearly a year now. Because I meant to fight in September, but Eddie Hall tore a bicep. But both have been training, but they're both big guys, and they're not really trained to fight. So I think either it's going to be like 2 guys that are going to go mad for about a minute trying to punch each other out, but they'll just like get knackered and it will turn into just 2 guys like, out of breath, hanging on to each other, slugfest kind of thing, and it will go on to 8 rounds, whatever it is, and it'll go to a judge's scorecard. That's what I think's going to happen, but they might, because they're big guys, they might knock each other out. I don't know. So, but it's free. And if you're going to be at home, mate, just, tune in. It's on some weird channel I've never heard of. You'll stream it straight from your phone, your iPad, or whatever you're doing. And it's a great excuse to get your pals together to come over. I've got people coming over to watch that and the last bit of the Ruggers. So I've got to be honest, even though we're losing, the last 5 minutes, I think Arsenal have actually done really well. Have actually done really, really well. We've managed to hold them back into their own half. And we're passing the ball. Shoot, you've got to hit that one time. Oh! Just missed the post. Just missed the post. That was lucky. That was unlucky. That was unlucky. That was on risk. That was the sort of thing Henri would do. He was just a foot. A foot. Yeah, Arsenal so close, mate. Yeah, honestly, it's probably been one of our best opportunities of the game, I think. We just got to try and hold out now. Goal difference, I think, is the big one for us. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I have a look at the league, I think we are still, even with the 2 goals conceded, yeah, it's 12. We're level on West Ham now, if it stays as it is. And obviously, we've still got 2 games to play. So I think we'll be all right. It's not disastrous. Here we go. Thiago's obviously clearly not happy. Here we go. He's coming off. Let's rate these players. What do we reckon? Let's rate them. Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 4. Because I think 2 of the goals, one of them he could have done a lot better. One of them went underneath and everyone came off his hand. I think he could have done better. Cedric, I think he's done all right. I think he's played pretty well. I'm going to give him a 6. I think White's done all right. I'm going to give him a 6. Gabriel, I think he's done all right. 6. I think Tinney's played pretty well. I'm going to give him 7. I think he's played pretty well. Party's had another good game. I'm going to give him a 7. Xhaka's just been Xhaka, isn't he, really? I'm going to give him a 6. Saka's done well, but the problem with Saka is that the minute he gets the ball, he's got about 3 or 4 of the opposition on him. So I'm going to give him, what do we think? Oh, you're doing the scores with me. You've gone 5, 5, 8, 7, 5. What do we think about Saka? Are we going for a 7 for Saka? We'll go 7. Odegaard. What do we think? I reckon Odegaard. I think Odegaard done all right. I think he got hauled off there a little bit early, didn't he? Yeah, it's going to go any minute now. 3 minutes injury time. And I don't know if you noticed, half the stadium's empty. You're going 8. Yeah, I'd agree with that, to be honest. Gabriel Martinelli, I think he's played really well. I'm going to give him an 8. And I think Lacazette's been... Oh, you're going 6? Giving him a 6? Well, mate, I'll go with you. Can't argue with yourselves. Yeah, I don't think Lacazette's done too bad, but I just think he's too deep. Joel, wow. Matip is man of the match. Joel Matip is man of the match. How mad is that? Okay, and Lacazette, I'm going to give him a 6. And Smith Rowe, he hasn't really done much, has he? I'm going to give him a 5. Pepe the same. I don't think they didn't really have enough time, did they? Really, in all fairness, that was unlucky. Alisson's done well. He's going to hold on to that. Eddie Nketiah, I'm going to give him a 5 as well. Done. Should we do Liverpool's? Alisson, I think, has played a blinder. No, I can't do Liverpool's. I can't. But there you go. That gives you a good idea of what it's a close game, isn't it? Really, shots are the same. Shots on target almost the same. Corners, obviously, they've battered some corners, but really possession-wise, we've not done too bad. I think we've hung with them pretty well, to be honest. Martet is running after every ball. That guy, he doesn't have the players around him, I think. Tinney, unlucky. Oh, they've played it behind Mane. Oh, terrible pass. Come on, Arsenal. One last charge. You've got like 50 seconds. 1 goal. Oh, he's been unfortunate there. Alexander-Arnold. He's a great player. He's a good player. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Now they're going to take their time with this throwing, aren't they? Whistle's going to blow. And that'll be the end of it. And that'll be about all she wrote. Don't concede again, Arsenal. Blow the whistle, ref. Well done, Tierney. Tierney saves the day. There you go. That's it. All over. All over. Yeah, nice talking to you too, mate. It's good to catch up. Defo have a beer with you, mate, one time. 100%. But listen, look, thanks everyone tuning in. Road to 1,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please hit the red button subscriber thing. And mate, we'll see you on the other one. We've got a live one on Friday. I'm doing a taste comparison between Hoegaarden and Hoflegent, which is the Asda copy. So come along if you're available. Other than that, listen, guys, thanks very much indeed. Good game. Shame about the result. Maybe next time, right? That's football. So, mate, we'll see you all soon. Tots, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.